opposition largely, or the India bloc, over the health concerns that have been cited by the former Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar have not been substantiated enough. Well, let me also bring in my another guest joining me live on the broadcast at this point of time. And I believe, in fact, Congress spokesperson is joining me live on the broadcast while we speak of these in fact developments coming in. Neeraj Mishra is there with us. Sir, how do you react to this comment that the vacating of the office of Vice President by former Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, citing the health concerns, has also not been of much of a political unprecedented issue than what the opposition has been cited for?
No, madam, this was unprecedented in the sense that there were multiple opportunities when the previous or the outgoing vice president could have resigned. If it was for his health, in February he was admitted in AIMS. That was one particular instance where he could have resigned. And we always see this for last 11 years. Prime Minister of the country always reacts to such political actions very quickly. But when it came to Mr. Dhankar, it took him around 16, 17, 18 hours just to make a tweet that he wishes him good health and all. And he did not let aside Prime Minister. No one from the BJP visited Jagdeep Dhankar ji and inquired about their health. So one question is there, that why this happened in such an haste. The answer also comes from a BJP's parliamentary meeting where this NDA candidate was being introduced, where the Prime Minister says that ये राजनीति में पुराने हैं और ये राजनीति में खेल नहीं करते. So he was trying to imply that Jagdeep Dhankar was onto something, and that something might be that what opposition has been saying, that a government which is running on two crutches, one of the crutches is shortly going to leave them and this government is going to come down. So might be that the BJP's top leadership, the Swaghoshit Mahamanav, he must have thought that let me buy out some time and self-inflict an election on this country. And now understand how beautiful this election is. Because since 2007, the average vote difference between both candidates who have won and lost has been around 250 votes. And if I go by the numbers which the media is projecting, that this will be the final tally, then you have a difference of around 125 votes. This means that in last 20 years, the Honorable Prime Minister who's in the chair right now, he is the weakest Prime Minister because on the floor, he has the least number when it comes to last 20 years. So there are points to ponder, and BJP has to understand that for last 11 years, whatever infliction they brought in, like bad GST, like Notebandi, and all these things have resulted in such a situation that today a self-inflicted election is showing the weakness of the Prime Minister.
Absolutely. As in fact these comments are being made while we also speak of there has been much confidence that has been expressed by the NDA, as many people have also come in on record to also express that NDA has an edge in these vice presidential elections. Mr. Mishra, how do you look at this? What response do you think largely also in fact comes out after these statements have come in, saying that NDA does enjoy a substantial impact on having an edge in these polls?
Look, there are 2 points. First point is that these elections should be taken in relative terms. You should compare them with previous elections. You should compare them with the 2022 election of Mr. Dhankar, where he got approximately 75% of the votes. You should compare it to the previous election to that. And today we are sitting at a position, if these numbers are true, then NDA is getting only 50-55% of the votes. So in that comparison, that edge is fizzling out. Second, BJP had to resort to such politics that they had to ask BJD, BRS and a couple of other parties to abstain from vote. Why I am saying that BJP has asked them is because both the parties, BRS and BJD, in their respective states have been in government for a long time. When they went out of power, now they have this suspicion going on that how the central agencies behave with opposition parties, they don't want to bring it to their doorsteps. So BJD and BRS have found themselves in a spot where if they go and listen to the voice of the conscience and voice of nation and support the India Alliance candidate, they will be brought in under the scanner of the agencies. So they have abstained themselves. If BJP was so sure, they would have taken those parties also on board. But
All
at this
right, Mr.
point, it is
Mishra, in
very
fact,
clear.
I'll request you to kindly hold on and stay with us. We also